So, here's a good thing for some people that don't know. This is actually what my face looks like. The COVID numbers have went down in our area that we are now mask optional. Hooray! And those are good things. And I'm just now connecting to the TV because nobody else knows what's going on. Okay. So, first part of this is combining like terms. Now, we had used these symbols before for stuff to the third. Okay, I would use a triangle because it has three sides. I kind of like to operate that way. And you can rewrite it if you need to. You don't really have to, but this is the same thing as saying like 9x to the third minus 4x to the third. Okay, and 9 minus 4 is 5x to the third. Okay, and then with our constants, this is like 3 minus 7, which would be -4. Now, we have looked at it this way. We've also looked at it with, multiplying the second one by a negative. Either way is okay. Just you need to figure out what you want to do. All right. And what's funny, you may think, why is there only three of these? But then there's more of the other stuff. That's because this whole thing is actually covered in the bottom part. I think it's part 4, the one where we're multiplying. Part 3. Is there only 3 parts? Okay, good. There's only 3 parts. I made this Friday. I have no idea what happened after Friday, except for Sunday not being super great for me. All right. So moving on to the next one. All right. So looks like we got them. That's our biggest one. So we have to the third again. So this is -4 to the third minus 2y to the third. So this combines to -6y to the third power. Okay. All right. And then we have 2y plus y, and that's understood to be a 1. Okay. So, uh, okay, other people heard that sound besides me. I didn't know if my tinnitus was kicking in. Okay. So, no, not tendonitis, tinnitus. Tendonitis deals with the tendon. Tinnitus deals with constant ringing in the ears. All right, so this would be plus 3y, and then -3 plus 7 is the same thing as 7 minus 3, so we get 4. Okay. All right. So, that's shh, that's kind of, you know, what we have here, just taking it bit by bit. So, all right. And the good thing is, as I'm letting students catch up on writing, due to thanks of technology, I'm looking at the stuff from my trail cameras. All right. Yes, we have advisory today. All right. So, we have 5z to the third minus 2z to the third, which gives us 3z to the third. And then, yep, minus z, and that's understood to be a 1z. So if you have 3 fingers, you accidentally cut one off. Now you have 2 fingers. Okay. Now, this is the one where it gets a little tricky that you have to be very careful. -8 minus -3. So, yes. Yep. So minus a negative, this actually becomes plus a positive. So this is -5. Okay. So what? I'm still probably waiting on the last at-home test. You never know. Okay. I'll talk to you about it later. All right. So now, are we good on part one, numbers 1 through 3? So, yep. This is not the box method. As long as you know if you're adding and subtracting and not multiplying. Look, this is what I would do if I were you. I would say part one, this is add, subtract. Okay. Part two, which is right here, this is where we multiply numbers, add exponents. Whoops. I don't know what that is. Okay. So right here, 3 times 4 will give us 12. This is to the first, so 1 plus 2 is g to the third. Uh, minus, and then 6g. Okay. Yes. No. You can multiply unlike terms. You can only add or subtract unlike terms. And basically what this is saying, like, this is 3g times 4 times g times g. Okay, so that's what becomes this. Yeah. All right. And then multiply, this is -10 x to the fourth -2 x cubed plus 6x squared. Okay, so, just again, just slowly getting into it, bit by bit, step by step. Now, are there only two of these? All right, why do you think there's only two of these? No, they're not annoying. Yeah, if you don't know how to do this, there is no way that you're going to do well on the next part. No matter which method you do, if you do the box method or do the double distributive. I'm glad y'all are worried about cookies tomorrow. That way I know which people aren't allowed to ask questions during the test. All right. So now, this one. This is where you would use double distributive or box method. Okay. All right. So if you're doing double distributive, remember you cut it like this, and then it's this multiplied twice. Or um, I like to write mine this way. I'm just weird. So I need to shrink my face. Normally that's a bigger uh, thing. M squared minus 3m. And again, either way, all right, it doesn't matter which way we do it. We should end up with this in the end. Okay. Now, again, those are two different methods. So if you haven't been paid attention and you think you need to copy down both things, you're wrong. You copy down which one that you are going to use tomorrow. Okay. And it's usually about half and half. About half the class uses double distributed, about half the class uses box method. Either way, it doesn't matter. You'll still end up with the same answer. Okay. All right. So, you know, now also, you should know this by now. I am recording this lesson, and at the end of the lesson, the completed notes and stuff will be up in Schoology. Okay. All right. So moving on. Number 7. Wait, what? I've got to grab this so I can. There we go. All right. So x and then plus 3. If we're setting it up this way, this would be x. This would be plus 3. This would be 3x. This is plus 2. This is 3x plus 2 and plus 2. Okay. So either way, now, did try to tell y'all, these two are the only like terms. Now, if you are doing it by the box method, something you should notice is that these terms in the diagonals from the bottom from left to right, those are always like terms. Okay. Yes. Oh, that should be a 2. I don't know. I think I was accidentally doing like something else. My mind was on neutral, and that's not good. There we go. That's more better. So we should get 3x squared plus 11x plus 6. Oh, All right. So we good here? All right. Now, good luck. All right. Last I checked. Yep. Usually it's a lot easier to understand what's going on when you focus entirely on what's going on. It's kind of funny for those who don't know what's going on in my classroom. Uh, it's basically like Survivor. They're about to vote people off the island. Yeah. Yep. It's kind of funny. Totally missed that, by the way. I have a trash can 4 feet away from my desk. Miss it every time. It's awesome. All right. How is number 9 different from the rest of them? It's got a C on it. Okay. Yeah. No, you weren't wrong. I love how. Yeah, not really what I was looking for. Yes, you you do add like terms. Yes. Okay. All right. So with all this other, oh my gosh, will y'all please stop? messed up. This should be 16 c squared. All right. So after it's all said and done, this is actually what you should be getting. But do you get it right? No, you have it done right. You see how I have 3C right here? You just have those in opposite places. You still got to combine your like terms. That 6C cubed is still going to come first. Yeah. So when you put it in order, whoops, you need a, yeah, hang on. The C cubed should come first. Yeah, you're good. You just got to do the highest exponent first. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So that was number 9. All right. Number 10. Shh. All right. Obvious people. What is the difference between some of the problems we had and number 10? This one has an M on it. Okay. Now, there is this little exponent right here. Yes, that means it's this times itself. Okay. And if you were a Star Wars fan, they ran like all 9 episodes and even threw in like the solo story in there. And you would have seen Attack of the Clones where they kind of take one and multiply it. Okay. So, Mr. Jeffries, what? I guess I'm just that good of a teacher. Like I answer students' questions like as they ask them without even talking. I think I'm just freaking amazing. Which method are you doing? Hey, which method are you doing? Okay. Well, I hadn't done this yet. I've only done the box, so I hadn't done this part yet. Oh yeah, yeah. Trust me, I've been there. Like I have to write it down, and then I'll like if somebody's writing fast and I'm trying to learn it or remember and stuff, I have to go back. Yeah. All right. So that's number 10. All right. All right, moving on to number 11. This is set up kind of the same way. Wait, yeah, plus 16. This, what this does? No, 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 no. No, it just means everything in this is times itself. So that's kind of that was the reference from the clone things. Like it's basically like Attack of the Clones, Star Wars Episode 2. I made a reference to that a while ago. You might not have heard it. It's okay. That it's basically this times itself. So like if we had x squared, that's the same thing as x times x. This just happens to all be in parentheses, like it's herded together. Now, that didn't sound like a very confident thank you, but I have a feeling, as good as y'all work with some of your elbow partners, that some one of your peers is going to explain it a lot better. All right, so this is the second to last one. I said this is the second to last one. All right, now, so this is what I think is funny now that we're mask optional. Some people have been like eyeing that person that they want to get to know a little bit better. And then all of a sudden they're going to see them today without a mask. They're going to be like, ooh, maybe not. Yeah. So, mhm. Now, who remembers what I called this? We called it something on Friday. Oh, dots. Okay. Difference of two squares. This is the only problem on part three that you should only get two terms as an answer. And the reason why it's called the difference of two squares is that after we do this, we're only left with two terms that are perfect squares. $33. Yeah. All right. Now, these terms will cancel. All right. Leaving us with just g squared, which is a perfect square. We have a subtraction, that's what difference means, and 49 is also a perfect square. That's what's called the difference of two squares. Okay? All right. Want to thank all my 54 subscribers. I'll come back to your question. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.